Hey y'all, so let's chat. I haven't told y'all a good old funny story in a very long time. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm just gonna tell you all a story that at one point was very embarrassing for me. So I've had to reach a place of this not being embarrassing anymore and just saying I don't give a damn. In order to share this with y'all. So watch the comments, okay? Don't be in here trying to say some slick shit, okay? Because I'm being vulnerable with you guys. I'm sharing another little piece of me so you can feel like y'all know my life for real. So, where do I start? So, this guy I had been messing with on and off at the time for like a year, right? He was the only person I was freaking on, if you want to call it that. And he lived out of town. He was from Chicago, but he was out of town. He lived out of town, so he would fly back and forth. And so we had this thing going. You know, he come in, we hang out, kick it, do. Okay, and then I mean, we was cool or whatever. That's just what it was. So a little bit of back history before I go into telling you all about like what the fuck actually happened. So I want to say the time in which he had came home before this incident happened, we got into it. And in the midst of us getting into it, he was on some like, I felt like we should chill on the sex or whatever. So I'm like, okay, but then he like, it's not personal. It's actually more so of like a me thing right now. So I didn't at the time, I didn't know what that meant. So I was just like, okay, yeah, whatever. I was mad at him, so I was like, fine, whatever. So me being me, I don't give up that easy. So enough time had passed when he came home the next time, which is when this situation happened. We came home the next time. We had got back on good terms. We was chit-chatting and shit like that. And so, another precursor. By this time, this was month 5 of no sex. So my eyes were crossing. So the next time when he had came home, I'm like, let me just see if he'll come over. This was like the middle of the day. I'm just like, slam through and see me or whatever. So he came and we chit-chatted for about an hour or whatever, and then he left. And so again, I just invited him over to see if he would come. So I'm like testing my limits because, hey, women, we do that. We just don't tell y'all that. So after he left, I had texted him pretty much saying like I was having some dirty thoughts. And I just wanted to see what his response was going to be. And so at this moment is when he like revealed that he was trying to go, because it was probably like not this last October, but in that year we were like entering into Christmas season. So he was like, I'm trying to go these last few months of the year without having sex. So I'm like, and then the comment that he made before made sense about how it wasn't about me and it was some him shit. So I'm like, oh, shit, y'all about to light the house on fire. So I'm like, okay, so later that night, I had went out to the club with the homegirls, with squad. And I got home and I'm like, let me just try this. Let me just see. I mean, I can't shit happen worse than the situation I'm already in. So I text him some little pictures and videos. And he instantly texts back like, you want me to come over? This is like 2 a.m., y'all. Just so y'all know. He like, you want me to come over? I'm like, obviously. So he slid or whatever. In my head, he like, I'm on my way. I'm like, so, he come over or whatever, a bitch make sure she answer the door looking good, smelling good and shit, fresh out the motherfucking shower, shea butter and shit, all rubbed down, And so we sitting there talking, shooting the shit for like an hour, right? I'm getting impatient. Like, I'm telling him, like, get comfortable. Take your jacket. Because he had, like, a jacket and then a jacket. He had, like, a coat and a jacket underneath. So I'm like, take your jacket off, And our conversations are always really good. So I'm just like, okay, we just chatty today, but I'm ready to get to business. So it's getting late, and I'm like, I need to make a move. Sometimes I'm the type, I like the man to take the lead. But, like, if the shit ain't getting done on my timetable, I'm like, okay, time to kick into action, So at this point, I'm like, you know what? We on the couch, right? I just hit one of them like this him. So what's good? What's good? What's good? I get to kissing on him and stuff. I'm like, so what's good? Or whatever. And he into it, and I notice he's also hesitant. So I'm like, so we doing this or what? And he like, remember I told you about that I was doing the thing? And I'm like, yeah, but I figured since you came, you wasn't doing it no more. He like, well, yeah, I thought about it. But, so I'm like, quit playing. Like, I get to messing with him and shit some more. I'm like, and he like, no, like, for real, like, I'm really trying to, like, be strong in this and, like, show that I can be disciplined and all this other stuff. So I'm like, you serious? He like, yeah. I'm like, I get up off him, like, get real quiet. Because I'm thinking in my head, like, I can't kill him, right? Because in the detail I left out is like when he came over, I had already been drinking. And I had pregame, so I still had some liquor sitting on the counter. But it was all gone. So he like, when he came in, he like, you got some more to drink? And I had a bottle of unopened Hennessy in my fridge. So I'm thinking we finna get down. I'm like, sure, pops it open. So at this moment, I'm thinking like, I done busted open my new fresh bottle of Hennessy for a nigga that's not giving me no dick. Great. So he can sense that I'm pissed. I'm pissed because it's not that he didn't want to have sex. That is his right as a human being. You know what I mean? Like, I'm all for men having the same privileges as women when it comes to, like, deciding that. So I'm just like, it was the context. Like, a chick isn't going to send you pictures for you to come over and not have sex with her. So I just felt like in that moment, he should have been like, I can't, like that's, I'm not going to come over there because I don't want to lead you on and send the wrong message. At 2 a.m. So as I'm sitting there or whatever, pissed, he like, I'm like, so why did you think I was having you over? And he like, I thought we was just cool. I thought we was just gonna kick it. You know what I mean? Like, I thought we was just gonna shoot the shit, have a little chill. I'm like, at 2 a.m. though, for real. So he like, you want me to leave? In my mouth, I'm like, hell, motherfucking yeah, I want you to leave. But I ain't do all that. I just was like, I think I just need to go to sleep. I just need to go to sleep. I just need to go to bed. Because if I stay up any longer, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry right now. I'm going to cry if I have to sit here any longer. And I know what most of you all are thinking, like, girl, why you ain't just masturbate? I'm not going to lie to y'all. It's not really my thing. A lot of the satisfaction of sex for me comes from having that connection with somebody. Those hands, like the whole combination of your cohesive bodies and all. That's where I get my like for sex. Like outside of that, yeah, but sometimes I be alright. I needed a man's touch that night. Okay, I needed his touch that night. because yeah, so he left. It was a hella awkward. He left, and the next morning I got up and I put my therapist hat on, and I'm like, you know what? I need I need to do my due diligence, and I need to partially apologize for pressuring him. Because at that point, that's what I felt like I did. Like, if that was me, if the shoe was on the other foot and I was trying to tell a guy that I had been rocking with for a minute, like, hey, I'm trying to be on some personal growth, enlightenment shit, and I'm not trying to have sex, and he pushed the issue anyway, I would feel away. So I felt like I needed to let him know that, hey, I apologize for not taking what he was doing seriously and pushing his boundaries, because that's essentially what I did. I pushed the envelope, and I still needed to tell him how he led me on, because he is not absolved of wrongness in this situation just because I pushed the envelope. Like, bro, you knew what I was on. You knew what I was on, and for you not to verbally and explicitly say that this is not gonna happen before you came over here, that wasn't okay either. So again, I just want y'all to take from this, like, ladies, men have boundaries too. We have to respect that. I know sometimes they be like, I don't want to fuck with you no more, and then we try and then we get back in there, so we feel like, got the golden cooch. Like, but we need to start respecting their boundaries. And men, you have to be explicit with women, because if we throwing good ass, like, this what I'm on shit, and you catching it and you like flirting back, we gonna think that you on the same shit that we on. So don't play little games. Don't leave people alone. And ladies, before you invite him over, be sure that dick is coming with the package. Okay, don't even get your hopes up. Just be like, so what you gonna do to this motherfucker when you get here? So that way you already know what's coming. Because I was blue. I felt like a dude who had put out his best shit for a chick, and she came over and wasn't on shit. Like, for real. Like, now I know how men feel when they feel like they pull out all the stops. Well, this is not initially, but once you have an established situation with somebody. Because that's the thing. When you have certain relationships with people, there are certain expectations that develop just based on you all's history. We have a history of having mind-blowing, amazing sex whenever he comes through. So, of course, that's the connection that my mind is making with that. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So, whether it be one way or another, like when you are having a sexual relationship with somebody and something happens where you no longer want to do that, but you still want to enjoy their company, you have to communicate that. Because if you don't, then they're going to be confused and feeling like they were led on, or like you weren't being honest about where you were with the situation as well. So that's all I got. Hope this was a nice little cackle for y'all, because at the day this shit happened, it was not a cackle for me. I went to breakfast with the squad the morning after, and I was just like, should I tell these hoes what happened? Because I'm really embarrassed about this shit. But then my sister, so I'm like, y'all get a load of this. Get a load of this. And we cackled about this shit. But they understood where I was coming from. You gotta communicate when the expectations are changing. Like, when it's not our thing no more. So now I know, like, okay, if that's what you want, then that's what you want. But, yeah. So, hope this was a fun chat. You all have a great evening, okay?